Hello. Hi, Bex. I am panicking. I'm panicking, but we're good. It's fine. I don't know if any of my notifs are going to work, and I'm going to have to find if I do continue with this. You can't hear me? Or you can? It's just, is it quiet? Um, I might have to. Latency is going to be really bad on YouTube, so you'll be behind. But if it's too quiet, let me know. I just moved my mic to help. Okay. Oops. Let's see if I can make it a little bit louder. Let me know if that's any better or worse. I'm gonna bump it a little bit more and just, yeah, let me know if it's worse or better or the same. Yeah. Then I'll try like my game volume and stuff. A little bit louder. If it's too loud, let me know. Is it loud enough? I'm not gonna play music because I just cannot be bothered with trying to find um copyright free stuff. But let me know if you want me to try and get it a little bit louder, so. And if you can hear the game. Okay. Thanks, Bex. All right, here we are. We are with my lovely Pearson family. Bex, I don't know if you can pin it. Are you a mod? Yeah, you are. Okay. You should be able to pin this if like in the chat somewhere. Um, one sec. I'm gonna get the family tree. It needs to be updated still, but that's okay. Okay, there's the family tree for the family, but we are playing. I'm so excited. It's the second day of this rotation, and the second day of Melina living with her brother and sister-in-law. So I will introduce the characters quickly, just in case there's anybody in here. Oh, you can't? Okay, I will see if I can pin it. Okay, I got it pinned. It's all good. It took me like 2 seconds. I didn't realize. I forgot I had to change my uh my name on the channel because some of my students from last year found my channel. Like they saw it on my phone and were like, I'm gonna look you up. And I was like, well, now I'm gonna have to, you know, fix that. So I changed my YouTube name a little bit. But yeah. Anyways, I'll introduce them very quickly just in case anybody pops in who doesn't know the characters. But the oldest is technically Grace here, who is okay, her lore is quite extensive. So I don't want to go too far in detail, especially because I think it might just be you and me, Bex. But this is Grace. Grace is she was a vampire. She was born into a vampire family. She has a mom and a dad who are both vampires. She also had three siblings, I believe all brothers, two brothers and a sister, and they all passed away. So her parents were extremely protective over her and were very proud vampires, but Grace hated it. She hated the idea of having to live off of blood. She hated the idea of living internal or eternally and losing her family members. She just hated the whole ordeal. And then because she was very, very overprotected from both of her parents, she met and was kind of like arranged into a marriage with this guy, Fernando McQuire. And she hated him, obviously, and he was horrible. He was a werewolf, I believe, or a vampire at some point. I can't even remember now. But he was not good. He was not good at all. And so she was also a little bit older than Alder, and Alder has always had a thing for her, but she thought like, oh, what can this young little boy do for me? But then once she was married and kind of in a horrible situation, she leaned on her best friend who ended up being Alder, and the two decided to run away to Moonlight Falls together, where she knew that there was a lot of supernaturals, and also that she would be able to kind of explore freely into finding a cure for her vampirism, and she did, and she is cured, and so she is now human. Her and Alder are now married. They just recently got married. For the longest time, I wasn't even sure if they were going to become married at all because, well, because they just, didn't really seem interested in it, but then they did, so that's cool. I'm trying to find why. Can you hear the game at all? Because I might have to add that in. Not that. This. Okay. Let me know if you can hear the game now. I kind of had to tweak something. But yeah, so that's kind of Grace's story. Now she is very much like missing a trait. um, but she okay, I changed something, so hopefully it does work. But she's very much like a family person now. She's obsessed with Alder and her life with him, and they have a son together. Now Alder also has a interesting backstory. Alder is the eldest of Summer, and she was adopted by his skin's all messed up. He was adopted by Nate, but he is the only child of Aiden Lake and Summer. They were together. She got pregnant. Aiden dipped as fast as he could, and then he was basically adopted by Nate and taken care of from there. Aiden's always been a very family oriented person, but ironically is also a supernatural skeptic and hates anything supernatural. He doesn't believe in it, basically, which is super ironic because his wife was a vampire and his mom is technically elven, or as close as you can get to being elven in The Sims 3. And so, yeah, it was kind of ironic that way. But he still does not believe in the supernatural despite living in Moonlight Falls and being married to a supernatural. He refuses to accept it, um, which is fine. He's just a little naive, that's all. He is in the law enforcement career. He's now level 7, so he's a crime scene technician. He wants to become the forensic specialist. And Grace is now in the science career finally. It took forever. Yeah, exactly. It took forever to get her into the science career, but she finally is. So she's in level 4, and she's kind of focused on that now as well. She has a garden out back to help her with her alchemy, because that is also still a passion and a super big income of her, or source of income for her family. Don't No, not in your sister-in-law's room. Um, so she focuses quite largely on that. She is also part of the Omicron religion, so kind of like, how would you describe that? I'm trying to think of how to describe that religion. Um, I guess kind of like a something big is going on here. Like a gothic religion-ish, but yeah, so she's very big into that. She spends some time every day kind of honoring her ancestors. Yes, do it. Um, so yeah, that's Grace and Alder in a nutshell. They're just very much like in love, happy together, starting a family. They keep autonomously trying for a baby, even though neither one of them has the wish to have a baby. So I wouldn't be surprised if Levi is not. Yeah, exactly. It's well, it's kind of like I don't know if it's like life and death. It's more like, and it's not even like satanic. That's like not the word at all, but it's like very spiritual and like multiple gods and like worshiping their ancestors over like a higher power. So like almost like Wiccan-ish, which is very fitting for her because she's also very much into like alchemy and stuff, but it's not quite there. I don't know. It's a very interesting religion. I really like it. Um, Now Melina has just moved in with her brother. She is a Supernatural fan, so she's like the opposite of her older brother. She is the first child of like biological child of Summer and Nate. She is just a sweetheart in every way, but she is a little bit naive, especially in terms of relationships. And she wanted to come and hang out with her brother because her and her mom had a little bit of a falling out in high school with she had a rebellious phase and did some things that her mom was not happy with at all, and she just kind of started to feel like maybe she didn't quite fit in with her family, and she knew that um her brother and sister-in-law lived in a place where there were a lot of supernaturals, and she's kind of obsessed with the supernaturals. So she's living in Moonlight Falls now. You're yeah, okay. Anyways, and yes, she is fated for Cove. But she is not on a date, but she's out to meet the Mr. Hayes Williams, and this happened fairly naturally in game. I added him into the world, and then I had Melina create a profile on the online dating, and she matched with Hayes. Now, the kind of canon for these two is that they will get together, and it's not going to end well for either of them. But I'm still working out the kink specs because, like, originally I was like, oh, he's gonna like get really jealous or possessive and then turn her into like a supernatural of some sorts. And I'm still thinking that it's gonna be very toxic. She's gonna kind of go down her mom's route, her mom and Aiden, like Summer and Aiden, but like, even worse. And she is going to turn into a supernatural. In your game, it's going to be a mermaid. I'm leaning towards that myself in this world as well, but I'm not sure how yet. I don't know if it's gonna be that Hayes. Okay, she does think he's attractive, not like insanely so, but yeah. Um, I just don't know if it's gonna like he's gonna help her because he's a witch and maybe into alchemy himself, and so he helps her turn into a supernatural that way, or if he's gonna like curse her or something, and maybe the only way out is to become a supernatural. I don't know. But either way, it's not gonna go too well in the end. But for now, they are just meeting each other. And she wants to befriend him. So we're working on that. Meanwhile, Missy just discovered how to make another elixir, and I closed it out, and I can't remember which one it is now. um I don't know. Like, see, the other thing is technically Grace can help Melina become a supernatural. So I don't know if that would be a trigger. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to work it out. Like, I know it's not going to end well. And I know that Melina is going to become a supernatural of some sort. Originally, I was thinking witch because because Grace is into alchemy, though she's not a witch and she doesn't want to become a witch. She's just interested in like that aspect of magic. And then he is a witch. So originally I was thinking she was going to become a witch of some sort. But then I was like, I don't know, like, because I don't know how it's going to go badly for her and Hayes, despite maybe just like, I don't know, maybe just like a natural falling out. They just end up not being like the best suited for each other. And that's that. But I don't know. I'm not sure. At the moment, they're just meeting each other, and he is going to be not end game, but like a serious relationship. Ooh, Bex, that's not a bad idea. Have her cursed. I mean, the other thing is like this is literally called Bottled Curse of the Lichen. So like maybe he turns her into a werewolf, but because he's like or a zombie, he could make her a zombie, and then the only way out for her. Okay, so I could technically, oh, you're cute. She's adorable. I could technically have him turn her into a zombie, and maybe it's like a powerful version where the cures, like the normal cures, aren't working, and Grace is trying to help cure her, or Toad. Yeah, Grace is trying to like cure her, but the normal cures maybe are not working. And so then maybe in the end, Grace does some research, and the only way is through like the mermatic kelp that you get in the reward store or, find. And so then maybe she ends up just taking a mermatic kelp, and that ends up curing her. And she's upset because she originally wanted to become a witch, but now she's kind of stuck as a mermaid. And then she decides to try and embrace it and moves to um Isla Paradiso, and that's where she meets Cove. All right, he's headed to the bathroom. Okay, I'm liking it. Thank you for locking me down. That down with me. I appreciate not locking me down. Oh, she's gonna go snowboard for a little while. Maybe not. Let's just wait for Hayes. But also, Bex, do you have this issue? I cannot do face paints. This is okay. This is new. There's one here, but in on the island, like in my main household, I can't get it. Bex. Girl, I ain't anywhere near being able to be locked down with anyone. I'm a mess. All right, so today, aside from Melina also meeting Hayes and that whole story starting out, she also has to work on her university degree because that's another reason why she is here technically. And it is also Levi's birthday. So our little third generation bug is going to become a toddler, and I'm super excited. Yeah, I know. I don't know if it's like I have a mod that like removes the face paint and that's why. I'm not sure. Aw, they got a picture together and I canceled that out because I'm an idiot. Here's a better look at Hayes. Hayes is quite cute. He's very different than a lot of Sims that I've made in the past. He's got like a very rounded face, whereas I tend to give my Sims like a more elongated face. And then on top of that, I did give them slightly pointed ears because in my canon, in my head canon for witches and elves, it's very like uh elves and witches are very tied to each other. Like the magic originally came from elves and then they lost like the elven aspect of it to have normal witches. So, yeah. I think that's why Melina is kind of obsessed with becoming a witch and wanting to befriend witches and get to know because um she wants to be like in touch with her heritage, and Hayes is going to ruin that. And yeah, he is totally like a super villain of Cove. It's really funny actually how similar they are. Oh god. No, where's Summer? Okay, so I invited Summer and family. Oh, they're here. Okay. No, 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 no. Oh, because it is Levi's birthday. So we want to invite everybody in. But the birthday party is not going to start until like 5 p.m. because he has work until 3. So, yeah. So the rest of the family is here. Everybody except for the littles. I couldn't invite the toddlers. So Emery and Sable are not here, but Summer, Nate, Ivy, and Oren are here. Oh, Della and George didn't come. Interesting. All right. Well, so not everybody. Della, and it messes up their outfits for whatever reason when you bring them over, so their outfits are all odd, but it's fine. So this is Summer. She's gotten a little thicker and a little older. She's got like anti-aging cream stuck on her face currently, so that's why it looks like she's got sunscreen on her face. She's my baby. I love her more than anything. She is my all-time favorite sim. This is Nate. Look how gray he is and wrinkled. Oh my gosh. Um, Bexy made him. He's adorable, though he is inspired by Pierce. I just wanted to do like a different direction. I didn't want to do Summer and Pierce this time. I wanted to do something slightly different. And yeah, aw. Oren it was the youngest for a really long time, and then Summer and Nate decided to have Emery very late in life, and then Sable, and I'm very happy, but yeah, you did. You very much did. And then Ivy. Ivy is why does it mess up her outfit so bad? Out of all of the older kids, Ivy is my favorite. Um, she's my baby. She's such a sweet bean. I love her considerably. He is. He is like a golden retriever boy. I love him. But Ivy is also very like sweet. She's shy, she's like slightly awkward. She loves computers and technology, comic books, all of those kinds of things. She likes to keep to herself more than anything. She and her boyfriend Lawrence have been together for a little while now, but I don't know that it's endgame. I kind of want it to be because I think it would be cool to have some of like the original Townie generation genes in the family, but she's had a lot of non-committal phases happening lately, and I don't know if that's gonna lead to them splitting or not. So we'll have to see how that goes. But um yeah, Oren on the other hand, he's only I think he's like 15, 14 or 15 right now. Let's see. And he's had some romantic interests, 2 different babysitters, ironically, that have come to watch his siblings. Um, one named Naomi and another one named Mila or something. Yeah, maybe. We'll have to see. I can't remember her last name. It starts with an, or her name. It starts with an M. But they're both very cute. And he's been interested in both of them, but not to the point where they've even like had a kiss or have gone steady at all. Although I think there's a prom happening when I go back to their save. So maybe something will come of that. But Oren's kind of, I don't know, I think he's a little bit hesitant in love. I don't know why, but he just hasn't kind of locked things down. And Melina was similar in the sense that she didn't have any relationships until she was a young adult. Um, she started dating someone back on the island, but it didn't work out because she wanted to move here and he needed to stay there. So they broke up because of long distance, and it was probably better because he was not a very good person, but you know, it is what it is. So her first like serious relationship is gonna be with Hayes, likely. Yeah. Oh, he's 17. Dang, he's getting close to being to aging up. But yeah, he hasn't really locked anything down yet. So in terms of ages, Grace is 30. I believe she's almost 31. Alder is 29, again almost 30. They're about a year apart, Grace and Alder. And Melina is 20, almost 21. So she's about 20 and a half currently. I think she has 2 more days and then she will be 21. So that's that. And then Della would be 19. Um, Ivy, I believe. Oh, I forgot. It's because I've played a rotation with them. But so Melina and Della Ray were like back to back. They're like, I think they're like 9 months apart, honestly. Not even a full year. They're like very close in age. Because there was quite a big gap between, oh, he didn't like that. There was quite a big gap between Alder and Melina because of well, you know, uh change in relationship. Um so oh, he's a little bit older than us. That's not bad. I can never remember which one tells us like the age from the battery thing. But um yeah, but then her and Della were super close in age, and then Ivy is just a little bit younger than Della. I think by 2 years. So she would be 17 right now. And then Oren, I think, is 15 right now, even though it said it was 17 because they're ahead. God, I'm confusing myself. And then Emery and Sable are, of course, a lot younger again. There's another like 10-year age gap because of me thinking that they weren't going to get together and or have any more children. And um oh, she's going home. Oh, she's going home with him. Okay. Uh Me thinking they weren't going to have any more children in summer and Nate being like, joke's on you. So yeah. Yeah. That's a thing. Oh, Ivy dyed her hair. She had a mood swing and decided she wanted to dye her hair color. And since all of the kids except for Sable are blondes, taking after Summer, she decided to dye her hair red. She didn't want to do like a drastic change because she knew A, it would give both of her parents a heart attack, and B, she's just not that kind of person. She's a very like low key girly. So she dyed her hair red. So it's a little bit more red than what Nate's natural hair color is. Nate's has like an auburny red. This is more like strawberry blonde, but yeah, lots of red heads and blondes in this family. We need some different hair colors. Although Della and George will change that because George has black hair, so there's some of that. Oh, they became friends. Oh no, no. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. What? Excuse me. Look at Grace's face. She. she's trying to flirt with him. This is not good. Summer is literally right there and looking very, very confused. Alder is at work right now. Oh no. Oh, he's kissing her hand. This might be the end of Grace and Alder, and it could literally be the end of Summer and Nate, which would be absolutely heartbreaking. But they're doing this autonomously. Like, I did not do any of this. What are you doing now, Nate? Oh my god, he's kissing her again. No, this is not how this was gonna go. I was telling you earlier, Bex, I wasn't totally sure if I saw Grace and Alder being endgame. Just because they are quite different, but I never ever wanted Nate and Summer to split. Oh my, this is not good. Alder has no idea, but the whole family knows that Grace was just flirting with him. These two, Melina and Grace, had just become friends, and now she doesn't really like her, which like got Ivy's flirting with Hayes. What is happening? Oh my god, no, no, girl. He is older than you, and no, 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 no. I mean, I hope it was misconstrued, but I don't know. I don't know. I am very confused. So she lost friends now. She was good friends with Summer, and now they are no longer friends. Oren and Ivy detest her. This is not great. Oh. You're saying that this is Hayes' fault? I mean, it I mean, I can see that. I can see that potentially. Like he's kind of enticing Ivy, but I don't know that he would try and create like discord between the family otherwise. Not now. Like he and Melina just met. I can see him doing it in the future potentially, like just trying to ruin everything that is good in Melina's life, potentially in the future, but I don't feel like that's something that he would do now. I mean, maybe, but already? Like they're not even romantic at all. They're just friends. Honestly, Bex, I like the idea, but it just doesn't fit. And here's the thing, um, Nate's been flirting off and on with other people for a while now. It's never gone anywhere, but he has flirted with them. Um, Maybe. But I don't know. I think this is on Nate. I think Nate is just kind of going through some things, honestly. Um, Grace is gonna come and apologize to her mother-in-law and just like try and patch things up. I just don't see her. I don't see Grace as being a home wrecker, but yeah, okay. So those two are fixed. She wants to become friends with Melly too, so I might have her try and patch things over with Mel. Um, yeah, Nate has been going through like a midlife crisis and kind of flirting. Like he had one I wish I could control him temporarily so I could show you, but it would mess things up right now. But he had one coworker or friend that he met that he was kind of flirting with. It was fairly it was fairly innocent. Yeah, it's very out of character for Grace. And I know that okay, the kiss hand thing, that's a new interaction from that Sweet Simmer, I believe. And it can be glitchy, like it seems to be accepted by pretty much everybody, so I'm trying to ignore that bit at least. But the give flowers, that's obviously not a custom interaction, and that's all Nate. So yeah, okay, she's gonna come and try and apologize to Melly now, fix that up, because yeah, that's just not great. But I don't think it's gonna break Grace and Alder up. I know. I know. It literally could have been like, I'm gonna try and repair it. I'm gonna try and do damage control. We'll have to see what is going on between Summer and Nate when we go back to their household. But I'm gonna try and do damage control, and maybe it was all just like a misunderstanding. He maybe was giving her flowers because he was like, it was like a late um wedding thing, and potentially um like a happy birthday, like congratulations, you're a mama and your baby's growing up kind of thing. They don't get to see each other very often, so I'm gonna try and ignore that whole ordeal, pretend it never happened. Also, like I said, Alder has no idea that this happened, and it didn't affect their relationship. It just mainly Ivy and Oren don't like her, and I can kind of like write that into the story, maybe that they just didn't like that she was a vampire at some point and they don't trust her, because I don't think a lot of them don't like her mom, Chantal. A lot of them don't like her, so it could potentially be that they don't trust Grace, and I'm just gonna write the flirting out of the story for now, unless I go back to Summer and Nate, and there's issues there. But like I said, there's been some flirting at parties and stuff um in the past, and Summer caught him and she was mad, but they patched it. He was like, "I'm so sorry, it wasn't meant to be like that." And she was like, "Okay, okay, just don't do that shit again." And then they got pregnant with Sable. So, you know, you never know. Um, we'll see. Oh, oh, another thing, Bex. Alder has a little sister that is not Summers. Aiden has had another child with Gwen. They're not married, they're not engaged, they're just dating. For the longest time, they weren't even dating, they just had like a romantic thing. I don't think they're living with each other. I'm pretty sure Gwen lives on her own with her daughter Kylie, and Aiden still lives in the house that he lived in with his mom. His skin's all messed up, poor man. But but his mom is long past, like their grandmother. But they have been together for a while now, as at least as like partners, and they now have a toddler daughter together, which I'm pretty sure she's due to age up. She might be stuck um as a toddler, so I might have to check that out when I go back and see if that's the case. But yeah, I wanted to show you that. Oh, and then Grace's mom, I showed you pictures in our channel before. Grace's mom had another son, like her parents had another son. So she was, I'm pretty sure she was the youngest of four kids, and the three older ones all passed, and then she survived. And then for the longest time, they didn't have any other kids, but they do now have another son, and are raising him. And obviously, he's a vampire as well because they are both, I believe, vampires. So Grace and Alder both have toddler siblings. I mean, Alder also has two toddler siblings from Summer, but you know what I mean. Grace tried to repair her relationship with her mom. She invited her mom to the wedding and stuff. And I mean, for the longest time, Chantel didn't even know where her daughter was, and she's fixed that, and they are close, like in terms of their relationships, but she doesn't like her father very much, and I think she still kind of has a grudge against her mom for being so overprotective and like supporting a very toxic relationship. So, yeah. It's all a little bit messy in this family. It always kind of is. All right, Grace is gonna come and serve some lunch for everybody. She was craving grilled cheese earlier, so I'm gonna get her to do that. Melina, you still have Hayes here, and he was flirting with your sister, so maybe go and talk with him. I guess Hayes is gonna be at the birthday party if he doesn't leave before then, which is interesting because they've literally just met each other and literally just become friends, but he's already inserting himself into the friendship or into the family, and already showing a little bit of toxicity. So this should be interesting. Yeah. Well, let's make sure. I'm curious. I could see him being bi, but I actually don't know if he's straight or bi. I think Melly is bisexual. I can't remember. I know I made... Oh, he's undecided. Okay, I'm gonna have to fix that later. I'll have to randomize it. Actually, I don't want to randomize it because it could randomize him as gay, and that would really kind of put a damper in things. Oops. But I'm gonna make him bisexual. Because I can see that for him. Let me see if I made Melina. Can't remember which kids. There was a couple kids that randomized as bisexual, and I went with it. So, okay, Melly is straight. Oh, I'll have to check Alder when he's off of work. Do you see how well my game is running, Bexy? I don't know which mods did it because I took out some and updated others, but it's working very well now. Melina is also a daddy's girl. Like, hardcore daddy's girl, especially after everything that happened with Summer at school. Oh, we didn't even need to put that in actually, but yeah. I think she was always a little bit of a daddy's girl, because she was technically his eldest. Yeah, exactly. And that could be it. Like it could literally have just been the battery mod, which is kind of what I feel like ultimately fixed it for the most part. Because my game was running very smooth. It was just crashing out and saying it was memory, and it was reaching the memory issue. But from what I've read, it was running out of memory because it was trying to access something it couldn't find. So it could literally be that some mods were outdated and they were trying to access information that just wasn't there, or they were dependent on that battery mod and it was not able to find it. Like, look how quickly my game is going. I'm just so happy. And I'm streaming. So, yeah. It's a little bit laggy because I am streaming, but it's pretty good. Oh no, leave him. Leave him. Why don't you play with him? Well, you're waiting for Gracie. Gracie, did you make food? Yeah. Okay, why don't you call everyone to meal? I don't know if we have enough for everybody, to be completely honest, but that's fine. Yeah, like it is a little bit laggy because I'm streaming, but it is running very well considering I'm streaming and everything else. Oh, it's Dora's. Dora, you're supposed to be coming to my son's birthday party. You better be. I also love that Alder and Grace had a very like traditional relationship in terms of like, okay, not traditional, like realistic relationship. They were really good friends in high school. Alder had a crush, but Grace, I think Grace kind of also had a crush, but never pursued it because of the age difference and because she was seeing somebody else. Um, but then they got together, and although they like moved in together right away after, like that part was quick, they really built like a solid foundation. Like they have so many good friends outside of each other, like both of them, and they, oh, don't argue with your mother-in-law. Why? Why don't you just talk with her? Um, like they have their own separate hobbies, they have their own outside lives, but then they're also very in love and focused on each other and their family. And I think that's really cute. Grace also didn't have the best like friendship or relationship with her family because of things. She's repaired her relationship with her dad, but it was never, or with her mom, but it's never been really good with her dad. And so I think she really loves that Alder has like this big, loving, close family because she never did. She lost her siblings and she doesn't know her youngest sibling. And then her parents supported a relationship that was very, very unhealthy for her. So, like, Alder gave her stability in a lot of ways that she didn't even know she needed or wanted. Okay, why don't we? This could be dangerous, but I would like you to build a like relationship with your father-in-law that is like plutonic and not at all romantic, please. Okay. And he is going to pick up a birthday cake for his son. Yeah, I did. I saved like twice already. That's what I mean. Like my game is saving super fast as well. I have it set to autosave every 15 minutes, I think, and I've saved twice already. Oh my god, he's okay. These two? He's insulting us and calling us an idiot even though she's a genius. Can you? Okay, enough. Ridiculous. Oh, is grandma taking care of him? come in here just in case. No, you're good. Summer, you're just gonna be in here, like, complaining that he's crying instead of... Oh my goodness. I don't know if she's gonna take care of the baby or not. Alder, come home now. Fair. Fair. I don't know. I don't see Nate. Okay, so Nate is very much like a family boy, and I don't feel like he would have a poor relationship with his daughter-in-law. Like, he's truly taken Alder on as his own child. And I don't know. Is there not a way to, like, I thought there was a way to make, like, stop the romance between them, that they would see each other purely as family or platonic. I know there's like the friend zone in Sims 4 and I think in Sims 2, but I thought there was an option for that in Sims 3 too. Yeah, they do, but I mean, he knew her from when they were friends in high school. What is going on here? Oh, it's Alder and his... Okay, Alder is definitely a mama's boy. Um, in large part because Summer raised him by herself for a little while. Fair. Fair. You do make sense. We are going to have to also decorate a bedroom for little Levi soon. Because currently the house is... The house is a little strange in sense that the master is downstairs and the bedrooms, the kids' bedrooms, the extra bedrooms are upstairs, which is fine. I don't mind that at all. But the issue with it is when the kids are little, I don't feel like as a parent myself, I wouldn't want my child on a different floor than me, especially at bedtime. So I'm toying with the idea of renovating slightly down here to make a nursery or at least like a bedroom downstairs for Levi until he's ready to move upstairs, but I don't know. It like it's totally normal in terms of I feel like with older kids especially, it's not a big deal at all. But when they're little, like toddlers and infants, well, first of all, with infants, it's more common to have them in a bassinet in your bedroom nowadays than in a separate room altogether. But then as like toddlers, I would be so uncomfortable with Sawyer's room. I mean, it's a moot point in our case because Sawyer won't even sleep in his room. He sleeps with me. But like I would be so uncomfortable if his room was on another like on a different level than mine. Like there is a bedroom downstairs, but no, no, no. I don't mind that part at all. That makes sense. Yeah, it's just that the bedrooms are on different floors. And I don't know if I like to have Levi upstairs when his parents are downstairs. But that being said, Melina is currently upstairs in the spare bedroom. So it may not be the worst thing. The only thing is I don't feel like Melina would... I mean, she's also family oriented and she does love her nephew and like autonomously take care of him, but I don't think it's fair to like rely on Melina to take care of him during the night. And in The Sims, it's not really a big deal, but my brain just works realistically. So I'm toying with the idea of trying to squish in a small bedroom on the main level for Levi until he's a child and can move upstairs. But the alternative is just to keep him in their bedroom with like a few toys downstairs, but I don't know. I might just do that. I might just keep him in their bedroom for now, because right now he's also an only child, so it doesn't matter as much in terms of trying to fit all the kids in their master. But yeah. Because, okay, so like I have this little corner for him currently, because the master is also quite big. But I will have to put some toddler toys down for him. Because he's about to age up in like an hour or two, and so we'll need that and like a toddler potty and stuff. Because the only other bedroom is upstairs in this corner, because Melly is using this bedroom as hers for now. And it despite this house being massive, it's only a 3-bedroom house. So I was toying with the idea of adding, like, kind of shuffling the living room down a little bit and putting like a smaller bedroom in the corner here. But I think right now, as long as Levi's an only child, I think I can just deal with putting out a couple toys for him and keeping him in the master for now. For now. His mama would totally get him a skeleton bear. Who are we kidding? And we need a potty. A potty for our toddler. Okay. Okay. That saves some time, because I was gonna like decorate a whole room for him. But yeah. He's such a mama's boy. I love him. Can you question her? Oh, you can. Okay, question your mama so you can write another report, because that's kind of what's holding him back from getting a promotion at the moment. Because I also have a mod somewhere that that basically makes it so that your performance requirements here, like the requirements for your performance bar, if they are negative, then you are not going to be considered for a promotion, even if your bar is full. And then I also have reduced chances to get a promotion even with your bar full. So, yeah. Oh, what? They just flirted and now they're on a date. But I don't know who initiated what. There's so much going on. I don't know where talk is. I don't know. Just talk, ask about show. Oh, friendly hug. That's what I was looking for and I forgot. Well, the child that they do have, because they are likely going to have a child. I don't know if I'm going to force it or if I'm going to just see if, like, while they're together it happens. I'm not sure yet. But if they do have a child together, they will likely have pointy ears and blonde hair. I would be surprised if they came out with anything but blonde hair. Oh, is this Victoria? Yeah. What outfit is this? Oh, there we go. Okay. So some of her friends are coming over Um, it's kind of sad. These two used to be like very close friends and now are distant. But I think that was partly because she was technically Alder's boss. And then she's not anymore, but yeah. Oh, there's Dora. This is one of Grace's good friends. She's also in an outfit I did not edit. But that's Dora. She is a sweetheart. She's a vampire. Yeah. Victoria and Dora are both vampires. And then one of her besties. So Dora and her are very close, but there are two that are like her best friends. Gia and Claudia. Gia is a human, she's not, and then Claudia is a fairy. And then Alder has two good friends outside of that friend group. He's also friends with, I think, oh, she still is his boss. Okay. Oh. Yeah, he had been friends with Claudia and Gia as well. I think they fell out just from not talking as much. But then not them romantic hugging without me realizing while I'm trying to like figure out where all their friends are. But he also has two really good friends outside of work. One is Anthony and the other one is, I always forget his name, Devin Chambers. And then he's got his partner Willow, who is also a very good friend of his. So they have a very strong friend group, which I love because not many of my Sims, especially in Sims 3, seem to have like a strong friend group because I feel like even though it's an open world, I'm just so focused in Sims 3 specifically on like the family dynamic. I lose. Oh my god, they're making up. Did I not just say I wasn't sure if they were going to have a baby and now they're literally trying for baby autonomously? Um, you're not going to be able to do it in your bed because your bed is against the wall. So good luck with that. Are you talking to your dada? Okay, we have Willow coming, but I thought I invited Gia and Claudia, and I don't know why they're not coming. So I'm gonna try and get them to come over as well. Gia is one of my. Oh, she's not coming. That's really sad. There's Willow in another outfit that I have not um edited because I only edited their everyday wear. But Gia is like one of my favorite Sims that my game has ever generated. She's so cute. I really like her. Okay, well, these two are now trying for a baby somewhere else. I mean, can you blame her? Dang. But also, yeah, I can blame you. This is not smart, Melina. You don't even know this man. Did he cast like a love potion on? You're gonna go use your brother's bed? Girl! I don't even know, man. I know. All right, it's time for little Levi to age up, which might interrupt our girls' fun time here, which I'm not totally sad on because I don't really want that to happen, but you know. Go and invite Claudia in. Claudia is also a super cute sim and one of her besties. Mel, I I can't. Boy, did I not tell you to bring your son to the cake? Did they? Oh, she's doing it. She's real. Okay, it's just a woohoo. No, it's not. But I mean, literally, this game and this family specifically are just constantly utter chaos, anyways. So it's really just doing its thing. Like, it's just, this is about average, honestly. They're messy, they're chaotic. I think, though, the reason why it feels like a little bit more chaotic is because I threw a party and there's just like a lot of different dynamics happening. Whereas like day to day, they're a little bit more wholesome. But they've never totally been that wholesome. You know what I mean? There's always been a little bit of drama with this group. I mean, Summer was meant to be with Aiden, and then that all went to shit. Oh my god. I mean, this isn't Melina's first woohoo because she did woohoo with her ex. I can't even remember his name now. Carlos. But like she literally met this man today. Oh my god. Not Ivy coming into the room. Please don't flirt with him. Melina's like, oh. No, are you freaking kidding me? Oh my god. This was not how this was supposed to go down. Ivy Pearson. It's literally Ivy's fault. She's flirting with him. Scold your freaking little sister. That is not okay. Not okay. Dudes, nobody's listening to me. Willow, get away from the baby. He needs to age up. No, oh god, what did I just do? You are not aging up. Scold your little sister. Yeah, I mean, he left the group, like the date, not the, oh my god, she's trying to relax on the bed to woohoo with her husband while the baby is supposed to be aging up. Stop it. This is so messy. Ivy, both of you need to just like, oh my god, not, nope, 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 what is happening? Excuse me? Where are you going now? Arguing with your, no, don't argue with your younger brother-in-law. That's not necessary. Oh my god. Willow, stop, please, so that I can take my son. Mal, stop freaking out. Stop it. The camera. Okay, scold your little sister. Please. No, scold her. Tell her, this ain't cool, little sis. You don't flirt with your sister's man. Not her just leaving the room. What are you doing? Arguing with him. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you for that one, to be fair. She probably got wind of it and is like, what the hell are you doing? Oh my God. Willow, stop. This birthday party is such a mess. Willow, please stop. Please. I'm about to just reset Levi. What are you doing now? You better not be flirting with him too, because I can't handle much more than that. Okay, she followed her into the bathroom to scold her sister and tell her that that was not cool. Now they're not friends anymore, so that's great. What is happening? Willow. Willow, I wanted you here because you're one of Alder's good friends, but you are getting reset because you're pissing me off. Oh, and the baby got reset in the process. Love that for me. Please just age him up. Please. It's getting late. This this house is falling apart. Both the dogs have fleas. This is not good at all. Can you... Where's Flint? Why are you guys stuck outside? Everybody's starting to leave, and the baby hasn't even aged up. This is not great at all. She was arguing with Hayes again. Alder, bring the baby to the cake, please. My lord. What an absolute mess. Alder doesn't even look like he knows what to do with anything. Like, he legit just looks concerned about everything currently. And nothing all at the same time. He's so handsome, though. Oh, Alder. Yeah, cutie. Okay. Finally. Birthday party happening. The whole reason why this was all here to begin with. Hayes is not even celebrating. He's just helped himself to grilled cheese. I don't know if I like him very much. Yeah, he legit just looks like he's over every bit of this whole situation. Like, let me just age up my child and move the fuck on. Okay, you grab food. Yes, please. So Levi's traits are bookworm like his daddy and hydrophobic, which I think is hilarious. He's scared of water. Hayes is smiling. Why are you smiling? You know, I kind of liked you when I made you because you looked like a cute little bookworm witch, but you're kind of an ass and I don't like you anymore. Yeah, really though. Just throwing everything up in flames. Oh, he's got pigtails. Oh, I actually kind of like his little outfit though, and it is winter. But maybe not pigtails. How is he blonde? I thought he had red hair. Interesting. All right, well, let's bring him into create a sim. Stop, he's so cute. I'm obsessed. Oh my god, he got the ears. Oh, be still my heart. I need more toddler hairs. He's so stinking cute. I like these pants, but the shirt clips. And I don't know if I have a shirt that won't clip. That one doesn't, but it is winter, so I kind of liked that he was wearing a sweater. Well, that works. Like, those pants are so Alder coated. Like, that is totally what Alder would dress his child in. And I'm not totally convinced, though, that, oh my god, that is adorable. But the hood. Stop, that is so cute. Girl, do it. Sims 3 is beast. Okay, that's really cute. Let's do that, but then we're gonna give him... Yes. Wait. Do you think Grace would believe in astrology? I don't think so. Not with her religion. And Alder definitely wouldn't, because Alder doesn't believe in the supernatural, so I don't think he would care too much about astrology. Originally, I was like, yes, that's so perfect for Grace's child, but then I'm like, I don't think astrology would have a very big part in her beliefs, actually. I'm gonna have to take a super quick break after this makeover, though, because I need to fix my toilet because it is running, and get myself a snack and a drink. Oh, but it's keeping that pattern on no matter what I do. Okay, well, let's just, I don't know, let's make it red. Make a dark color to match his mama. Because I liked that he was matching his mama. I think that was very cute. And then let's change the shoes to match a little bit better. Can I just, oh, I can't make them brown. Okay, never mind. We're just going to change the shoes altogether. Make them brown. Black. Can we put them in little slippers? No, that doesn't work. I feel like this outfit is so perfectly a mix of Alder and Grace. It's adorable. I have slippers like that. My mom bought me slippers like that for Christmas this year. They're very comfy. Let's just do runners. And white runners are totally fine. I'm missing some of my store content because I don't have the store content suit for toddlers, if you know what I'm talking about. Let's just put them in a little sweater. Let's do like a gray, I think. But I think I got rid of some of my store content files when I was purging things because I wasn't sure what it was. So it literally could have been a me problem, and I could probably put it back in my game. Now that I've, like when I was trying to minimize my folder to make it smaller to eliminate lag, and now that I've kind of figured out my game, I might be able to put those store files back in my game at least. Those are my go-to for like formal, but I don't know. Not that the toddlers ever really wear formal wear too often. And for sleepwear, because now that I am a toddler mom myself, I literally just throw on sleepers for my toddlers all the time because that's what they wear when they're that age. They just... Okay, stop. That one's cute. but the hat. The hat. I'm gonna ignore it though because at least it doesn't clip. So cute. No, don't do that. Let's get you in that. And I don't know. Those are cute, but they're not for outside. I'll put those on. Toddlers are very quick, at least, because there's not a whole lot to play with. I think I also took out some of my clothes, CC, so yeah. Oh, wait. I want to put on floaties. Adorable. Do I have soothers for toddlers or no? Oop. I just realized I need to roll and see if Little Man, Levi, and Sable and Emery, I believe the three of them, I need to roll to see if they would wear glasses. I'm gonna have to make note of that because I can't totally remember the odds that I was rolling if no parents wear glasses. And I don't think I wrote it down anywhere. I'll have to look at it. Okay, but I'm gonna save after that and then I'm gonna get a snack and a drink. So give me like 5 minutes and I'll be right back. Even 5 minutes, I'm back. And I don't know if you could hear my microphone sliding around when I was trying to sit down and I kept pulling on the cord by accident, but it's fixed now. Okay. I'm gonna quickly check. Can't remember where I wrote it down, but I'm gonna roll for those three to see if they wear glasses, and then I'm gonna write it down on there. On the tree so that I remember. Okay. So I'm going to roll a d10. You're not going to see it because I'm lazy and don't want to change it. But I'm going to roll a d10. And if it's a 1 or a 2, they have to wear glasses. And that's how come Ivy and Oren wear glasses. I gave Nate glasses when he got older. Did Nate always wear glasses? I legit can't remember. But yeah, okay. Levi got a 10. Bex, did Nate always have glasses? I don't remember. No, he didn't. I gave him glasses, like reading glasses, because he got older, and I just think he looked cute with them. So yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna change the odds slightly because I did give Nate reading glasses as he got older. So I'm gonna roll for Emery and Sable. And if it's a 1 to 3, then they have to wear glasses. And anything like a 4 to 10 is a no. So for Emery, he got a 5. And Sable also got a 5. So the 3 of them do not wear glasses. And I'm just going to make note of that in their bio for right now so that I remember. Yeah, done. No, he didn't. I looked back at his pictures. He didn't. He just looks really cute with them. So I gave them to him as he got older, like middle-aged kind of thing. Because I have, let me see. I have pictures of Nate when he was younger. And he did not have glasses. If I can find them. Okay, good. Yeah. Yeah, I have a picture with him with Alder, and he doesn't have glasses on. So, yeah. He looks super cute with them, though. And I think, as in, like, I just thought, yeah, I gave them to him. Oops, textures are taking a little bit longer to load. That's okay. Yeah, you can eat a piece. That's fine as well. Alright, little man is all immediately gonna go and try and play with a toy. He is so stinking cute. He likes the color pink and cobbler and country music. Oh, look at that family tree. I love it. But another blondie. We have so many damn blondies in this family. Ooh, textures are really just not wanting to load right now, but hey-oh. Alright, and I think we are going to send everybody home soon because everybody's just kind of a mess. Usually I would have like the family stay with us for a couple days because like honestly traveling here for the day doesn't make too much sense because I don't envision them being very close. But we just don't have the space for them to stay in the house with us, like all of them. So I'm just gonna pretend that they're staying in a hotel before they head back home. All right. Why are you nervous, buddy? Okay, where's Maple? Is she awake? No. Both of the dogs are sleeping, but they need a flea bath. So we're gonna take care of that. Also, you might hear me crunching and I apologize, but I got a snack and I want to eat. And it's bits and bites. I don't even know if you know what that is, but okay. Grace, why don't you come and... Oh my god. The leg. Oh god. I might need to reload soon. Because I think I've had my game open for like 2 hours now. Let's check. And I'm streaming. So. Yeah. Almost 3 hours, actually. Holy man. No. You guys can do that later. We need to take care of the pets and stuff. I know, I said, oops, almost 3. Okay. Put Levi in the high chair, please. No. No. Listen to me. Put Levi in the high chair. Mel. Okay. So, here's the thing. Mel is a hopeless romantic, which I think played into the fact that she, like, pretty much jumped into the bed with this man. But I also think that because she's quite naive in terms of... Oh, he doesn't even want to kiss her. What? This is not great. Oh my god, he keeps turning her down. Is this the end of this relationship already? Okay, let's apologize. What I was trying to say is I just don't think she would want to stay involved with someone and not have like a title attached to it. I just don't see her being like the casual type. Yeah, they really are. So I feel like I'm gonna attempt to have them be an actual couple, especially now that they've like slept together and he's met their family and just it's already gotten quite messy. Actually, I wouldn't say most. Us on the outside are like screaming for her to run the other way. But in her mind, I feel like she's like, okay, I gotta lock this down. So we're gonna try. And ironically, this is probably exactly what Hayes wants, is for her to just dedicate herself to him. In a very unhealthy way. Alright. Oh my god, stop trying for a baby. You can do that after. I will queue it up for you. But for right now, please bathe your dogs. Please. I was watching Nate thinking that was Alder. They're literally already in bed trying for a baby. And we got a chime, but you can't trust that because it's working. It's glitched because of the period mod. So, yeah. If she was like if I didn't have the period mod installed, then she would have gotten pregnant, basically, is what that chime means. But Melina literally just got out of a relationship with Carlos, just moved in to her brother's space, and now is in a relationship with a very toxic man. We love that. And the only thing she knows about him is that he's a great kisser. Oh, God. Okay. She's using the bathroom. That's fine, love. I did have that mod, and then I took it out when I was minimizing mods, because I was like, like, I don't really need this. But now I'm realizing you probably should put it back in, just so that, like you said, there's no false promises. This girl literally put her son in the high chair and then went and woohooed with her husband and didn't even feed him. Really, oh God, please tell me she's not. Okay, she got dressed. Her underwear is a very, very scandalous, so that would be really awkward if she walked out into the hallway with like her. They're gonna woohoo again? With her entire family and some friends just in her very scandalous underwear. All right, we're gonna shift things so that she can at least use her own bed for woohoo and not her brother's bed. Please tell me you're not trying for a baby though, Melina. You cannot. You have so much you need to do. She's literally gonna follow in her mom's footsteps and she's gonna get knocked up and he's gonna be like, shit. Oh, he didn't like the ravioli. He's gonna throw it on the floor. Oh. Okay. Right. What about some meatballs? I love this mod. Love it. Oh, they're gonna woohoo in the shower? Oh no, she's just gonna shower. Oops. Oh no, yeah, they're gonna woohoo in the shower. Her brother, or her dad, was in the bathroom. That's really awkward. Okay, it's just a woohoo. Please don't. Oh, he didn't like that either. Oh my goodness. Picky child. Picky, picky child. Okay, can you just give him a bottle? Do it. Oh my gosh, this is unreal. Okay, can you do some laundry because you guys are getting upset about the stale clothing? I need to take this mod out. I really like it. It's like the dirty laundry mod from Twin Simming, I think. And I really like it, but the thing is I don't know if it's conflicting with something else or if it's because I use relativity. It could be either one, but it basically like 3 times a day my Sims get upset that their laundry is stale. It drives me nuts because I don't want to do laundry like 2 to 3 times a day. Like, come on, please. And your Sims don't get this moodlet like 5 times a day? I'm exaggerating a little bit. It's like 2 to 3 times a day they get this moodlet that they're upset about their laundry. Hayes is already sleeping in her bed. It is 10 p.m. My goodness. Okay, well, Alder is basically going to say goodbye to the family because it is ridiculously late. Weird. Okay, so clearly I have a conflict. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna have to look at that. Okay, come deal with Levi, please. Did we say goodbye to everyone? I'm assuming so. I'm thinking that's why everybody's leaving. You can go to bed. We'll deal with Flint's flea bath in the morning. But we need to get Levi sorted. Oh, he's falling asleep in the high chair. Oh my god. Pick your baby up. I'm also really surprised. Neither of them have gotten the want to have another baby, even though he just aged up, because often that's what happens. And I think they both have the family-oriented trait. Oh no, she doesn't. She's missing a trait. I need to look at that because she's not supposed to be missing a trait. But he is. And he's never had the want to try or to have a baby. The only reason why Levi came to be is because Grace did get the want to have a baby. I wonder if there's like, for the laundry thing, I wonder if it's something that I need to tweak. Or like where it is in my folder. She wants to quit her job. Girl, no. Wait, that might be a sign she's pregnant, actually. Ooh. Do I have her take a pregnancy test in the morning? I might do it. Because they did try for a baby once or twice today. But I don't know where she's at in her cycle. Okay. Everybody's asleep, so I'm going to speed it up. And then I'm going to reload. After I do another save. But I'm going to let it speed up for now. Oh, what's going on? Getting script errors. They were probably just unroutable sims. I'm gonna have to fix that because I want him to be at the beginning of his aging. Okay, I'm gonna go until 5 a.m. and then I'm going to save. Yeah, I think it's something's going on with the wolf family. I don't know. Oh, he wants to woo-woo with her. All right. Okay. Time to save. And then I'm gonna quickly reload, which will only take like a few minutes. But since my game's been open for over 3 hours now, I can probably do with a little bit of a reload. Okay. Quit. Okay. I'm just gonna clean out my cache files. I kind of want to check what that script error was about. That's so silly. The script errors were just that they were trying to use the toilet and for whatever reason couldn't. No, no. This one, okay, so one of them was trying to use the toilet, one of them was trying to go home using the Go Here mod, which we all know that's whatever. And I don't know what this one was. Stuck, probably. Okay, cool. Clean out the folder. Okay. Rebooting. Mm-mm-mm. I love my loading screen. And I'm absolutely obsessed with my game. I should have taken out the damn mod. Oh well. Need to look into it anyways, figure out what's going on. Thank you. My reshade isn't working properly though, and it's pissing me off. I might have to uninstall it and like delete all the shaders and everything and then reinstall it. See if I can get it to work properly. Because like it's working. And my preset, like the one, like the edited version of Pearl, it works, but I'll show you. Any of the other presets, like newer presets that I've downloaded to try, they don't work properly. Like they don't look the way that they're supposed to. But the one that I'm using is an edited version that I tweaked specifically for Sims 3 because it was meant for Sims 4, but I tweaked it for Sims 3 and added like some shading and stuff to it and brightness. So this one is fine. I'm happy with it. But I kind of wanted to, whoops, play with a preset that had like added more vibrance and more like Maxis matchy vibrance kind of thing, but it doesn't work. And MXAO does not work at all. Like I'll show you, it looks so stupid. And I don't know why, because I didn't change anything. Except for switching to reshade from G-Shade. So I don't know if I need to go back to G-Shade, even though I don't want to. Do you click the setting when you open the save? What setting? I'll show you when I load in. It might be that I tweaked like my in-game settings It might be something to do with my in-game settings that is messing it up. Oh, no, no. No, I didn't play with it because I don't, um, since I've swapped to the newer version of Reshade and G-Shade, when you click, like, you mean the one where you have to, like, find the highest value? Is that what you're talking about? In add-ons? I mean, I can try, but when the last time I tried that, it didn't do anything. It just turned MXA off. Okay, so first, here's my in-game settings. Like edge smoothing is already turned off. Yeah. No, I would choose all of them and they would all do the same thing. But yeah, so this is turned off. I fixed my settings because I used to have them all on high or very high. And when my memory was being eaten up, so I've changed everything to medium, and draw distance I just put on low, which I hate. But whatever. It's fine. The amount of times that I actually like follow my Sims and like look around the town, it doesn't matter as much as I thought it did. So, yeah. So that's my in-game settings. Now, in terms of reshade, I use this one, which is the one that I edited because it's the only one that I find looks like it should. But like for example, this one I just downloaded and it does use MXAO. Okay. But this is not how it's supposed to look, first of all. Even just the um like just as it is. But this is what happens with MXAO. It just goes black. Like completely black. Now, I don't know if oh actually, I wonder if it's the inverted thing. Where is that? Where I have to change. I don't even know where it is now. I don't know. But then this one, like this is the highest one, it just turns it off. That one turns it off. These ones don't even do anything. Okay, sorry, this one turns it off. This is technically the highest value and it doesn't do anything. Edit global preprocessor definitions. This. I don't think this is it. It was up here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, see, this is reversed. Why is that reversed? Oh, hey, it worked, I think. Well, it did, but it's it's not working. Now it's not working at all. Like now it's just not on. It's not doing anything. Which is usually when you don't have like this, that's usually because you don't have or you have edge smoothing on and I don't. Change, I don't have anything on. None of them do anything. This actually, the reason why it's not working might be a setting that I changed in my NVIDIA thing. I'll have to check that later. Okay, so that's figured out, but I think it's because I think I have something in my NVIDIA settings that set it so that it's doing edge smoothing in that. No, I don't think it's MXAO. I think it's fine. I think it's because my game is using edge smoothing from NVIDIA. And so it's not working with that. But even still, here's what the preset looks like in my game. And I'm going to send it to you in Discord what it's supposed to look like. I have to find it. Hold on. Okay, I'm sending you what it's supposed to look like in Discord on our message. It's like, it's really sad how different it is. Oh, okay, hold on. It's being a butthead. And that's what it looks like in game. And I know, like, if you don't use the same version of Reshade, sometimes they don't work properly. But what I'm concerned about is I seem to have duplicates of, like, every single shader, and they don't seem to be working properly. And for whatever reason, the Pearl and Me one that I made works well enough that I can use it and I'm happy with, but I'm still not, like, overly content with it, but it's close enough to what I want it to be that I'm fine with it. Like, I'd take this over not having reshade, so like this is without reshade and this is with. Yeah, I don't know. So I might have to just uninstall reshade completely and make sure like all my my shaders and everything are uninstalled, and then reinstall it and see if that fixes it. And I also am going to go in my NVIDIA control panel and see what things I played with in there when I was trying to figure out why it was crashing. But whatever, that's a later problem. What are you doing? Receive text. From who? Anyways. Okay. We got a prank text. Oh, Melina. My Sims really need to understand that they should probably dress in proper clothing before they leave their own bedroom. Okay. Can you remove your tampon, please? Alder. Use the bathroom. Take a shower. Change into your everyday wear. Aw. Grace isn't feeling the greatest. feeling unlucky and she's got a headache. Like she's PMSing, so she may not be pregnant. But we're gonna try. So, in this baggie, we have a couple things to do. First, we're gonna take out the pregnancy test. Second, we're gonna take out our weed. I'm gonna get... Okay, I have to be careful. We're gonna take out our amnesia. Forgot that I'm streaming on YouTube, and it's a little bit different on YouTube. We're gonna cure that. And then we'll put that back. Now, before you do anything else, Nakey Sims, go use your pregnancy test. Okay, Melina. So Maple was actually like the family dog for a really long time. She's actually Olive's mom. So when Summer first went to Illisund, the island, I just call it the island, she adopted Atticus the cat and Maple the dog. And then shortly after that, she adopted Oscar. Well, I guess not shortly after. Quite a while after she adopted Oscar. And Maple and Oscar had 3 puppies together. She had Cookie, Olive, and Honey. Olive is still with the main family, and then Cookie and Honey, they got adopted out. And it looks like... Oh, no, wait. No, sorry. We had beagles. Maple had a Rusty. We had 2 beagles, Maple and Rusty, and then Atticus. So Maple and Rusty had 3 puppies. The main family kept Olive, and then they also kept Maple, obviously. And then eventually they did adopt Oscar, and then Olive and Oscar had puppies, which we didn't keep. We didn't keep any of those. We adopted them out, but they did have puppies. But the funny thing about this is that Alder was super close to Maple. Like, that was his dog, and still is. So when he moved to... Oh, negative, she's not pregnant. Okay. That's slightly sad, but it is what it is. They don't technically want children, so I'm not gonna force it. But yeah, when Alder moved to Moonlight Springs with Grace, I decided to let him take Maple because they were really close. And then he gave Maple the potion of youth thing that you can get in their rewards. So she's still an adult, but she's gonna become an elder soon. And it makes me sad, but I think I might have to start letting the pets go, even though I don't want to. Because we also gave Olive a potion. And Atticus. Because Atticus should have been gone a long time ago. But I get so attached. Oh, hang on, guys. I have a phone call from my doctor. 1 second. Hey, Rach. Sorry, I got a phone call right as you came in. How are you? So news for you two because you guys are both kind of familiar with what I'm going through anyways. Um, I don't like to talk about my personal stuff on stream too often, but um I just got off the phone with my doctor and he's keeping me off work for another month and referring me to a psychiatrist. Yay! Oh, Rach, I'm sorry. Alrighty. I'm just gonna jump back in to try and take my brain off of everything because that's what this was supposed to be anyways. The reason why I'm trying to get back into streaming. So, yay me. Anyways. Life. Okay, what are we gonna do today? He has work in a few hours. She is not supposed to, but I'm gonna send her back to work because the only reason why she doesn't go to work right now is um because of her baby, but he's already a toddler, so we can just get Melly to take care of him. Yeah, it is and it isn't, Bex. He's kind of disappointed. I know, she really does. But she does have a lot of Nate in her too. Like her jawline and stuff is more Nate. Summer has a little bit more of like a narrow face, and Melina has a bit of a wider face. But she does look a lot like Summer. But yeah, my doctor wanted me to go back. He was happy that I was returning to work, so he's a little disappointed that I'm not well enough. But he thinks that he asked how therapy was going, and I said we only had one like decent session where it was actually therapy, but it was basically like a bunch of good strategies and information, but I just don't feel like I am even in a place to access those strategies right now. And so that's why he's like, okay, we're gonna refer you to a psychiatrist. I was like, yay. But yes, let's Sims. Yeah, maybe. But like her jawline here, that's definitely Nate. Like it's just a little bit wider here. But overall, she does look a lot like Summer. But she's got Nate's. No worries, Rach. It's just a comfy vibe here. She's got Nate's eye color, um, and like a little bit of the jaw line. For sure. All right, Grace. Yes, you can sit and feed him, but let's change him into his everyday first and give him a snuggle. And then actually, I kind of want to try some more meals in the high chair first. We can't, okay. Alder, can you clean that first? Thanks, Bex. It would be interesting to have all of my, like, all the family saved in my saved Sims. Like, I think I have them all saved, but just not all in my game at the moment, like the saved Sims versions, and have them in a household so I can, like, flip back and forth and see how similar they are. I think actually the daughter that looks the most like Summer, I think, is probably Ivy. But Melly and Della are also very similar to their mom. Like they to be fair, even Alder looks a ton like his mom. Although he does have like Aiden's jawline again. Okay, come over here so your wife can feed him. Or are you gonna sit and feed him instead? I think so. Yeah, okay. Like, oh, Alder's got a breakout going on, so it's gonna be harder to try, or to see, but he looks a ton like Summer too. He just has Aiden's jawline for sure. And Oren is actually, I think, the male version of Summer. They all look like Summer, like all of the kids. I think Emery does too. Sable is probably the least like her mom of all the kids. And it's not even just because of the hair color, but that also obviously come like is part of it. But yeah. Oh, actually, Alder, can you give Flint a flea bath now? Rach, I don't know if you know all of the Sims that we're talking about. Oh, and these are not even updated. But the pinned comment has the family tree if you want to check out the family tree there. I don't have a picture of Sable in there yet or of Levi here. I haven't updated them, but everybody else is in the family tree. Yes, she does. In all of the iterations of herself. Like, I've now played Summer in every single one of the Sims games, except for Sims 1. And her genes take over every time. Like, in her Sims 4 version, all 3 of her kids look like her. And then in Sims 2, actually, ironically, not ironically, I guess it would be pretty expected, actually. But in Sims 2, I think her kids are a little bit better of a mix than the other games. But it's hard to tell because I didn't actually cheat to see what they look like as they're older. I just based on their like toddler selves, they look a little bit more mixed. So it'll be interesting to see. But Melina and Mirabelle, Rachel, you know both of them too. They look so much alike. It's so funny. It's like they were destined to be the same Sim. And the funny thing is, Mirabelle in my modern game, in Sims 4, she, so like Supernatural fan isn't a thing, but her hobby in Sims 4 is the supernatural or the paranormal. And then Melina, one of her traits is Supernatural fan. So they're so similar in both games. And Mirabelle, okay, oh my god, I'm stumbling all over my words. I'm gonna slow down for a second. Melina was born in game first because I've had this save longer. And Mirabelle was sort of named for Melina, like named after Melina, but not exactly because I didn't want to repeat the name, but I wanted something similar. Look at what's going on with my shadows. What the heck? I don't like it. But like I kind of named them a similar name just like as an homage to this save in Sims 4, and they ended up being so similar. It was really funny. And then honestly, Alder and Evander, although they're not in the same birth order, they are also very similar. Funny things. All right, you need to work on your university because that is why you moved here. Well, a big part of the reason why you moved here. Yeah, like it's like they're like this, like they're exact counterparts. They're not obviously perfectly the same. They do have their differences, but they are very, very similar. Where is my online university thing? There you go. Okay. Keep working on your science and medicine degree. So Melina wants to become a doctor. So she's working on science and medicine right now. She also moved to Moonlight Falls because she does have a fascination with the supernatural, and I think specifically like witchcraft. I already said this earlier in stream, but uh just to reiterate for anybody coming in like Rach, um she it's headcanon for my game that witches descended from elves, and like that's how witches have their magic, is it came from the elven magic. But the elven magic has kind of been diluted over the years, and now you just have witches and then very few elves. And Summer, um her lore is that she is descended from one of like the last true elves, although she doesn't have any magic. And the only reason why she doesn't have any magic is because I didn't want to make her a witch. So yeah. But anyways, Melina is kind of fascinated with that whole thing. And so she wants to become a witch. She wants to like get in touch with those roots of hers. But I don't want to spoil it for Rach, Bex. So we're gonna not say the whole thing unless she goes back and watches the stream later. But Melina, things are not gonna work out the way that Melina wants them to. Long story short. She is currently dating Hayes Williams, who is a witch. But they just met each other. Like literally just met each other and ended up in bed together, and he met the family, and he's not a very good sim. So things are probably not going to go the way that she wants them to. Okay, good. He's already out of the... Look at his baby! It was a very interesting party where a lot of things happened but didn't actually happen because I refused to let them happen. Levi, I think when I randomized his genetics, he looks quite a bit like his mom. But he does have the elven ears. And I think, no, he's got his mom's eyes, but he has blonde hair like his mom, or his dad, and his grandma. More thank you notes. Oh yeah, I guess you did get another gift in the mail. Oh right, and then I forgot, I want to fix his aging so that he didn't age last night, because it doesn't make any sense that he did. There should be... Oh, I'm sad. I had wedding pictures taken for them, which I think technically these are their wedding pictures, but they weren't in their outfits, and that makes me really upset because my game kept crashing at that point, and when I was trying to do their wedding, and I was getting annoyed, and so I'm sad now because I don't actually have the wedding pictures that I wanted, but oh well. I mean, I have screenshots, but not in game. Grace may get promoted as long as the coin flip goes the right way. I could. Yeah. I think I still have their outfits unless I changed them again. I might have changed them out of their wedding outfits because I think I had them come to a party back on the island, and I think I changed them because I didn't want them to be in their wedding outfits. But I don't know for sure. I can't remember. Oops. Not her laptop clipping in the fan. Oopsie. Can I grab that? Okay, I love this red shelf mod because it's a much easier use than the traditional OMSP in Sims 3. However, it likes to snap, and I don't want it snapping. Like, I want to be able to... I want to be able to free place it. And it's not really letting me do that. No. Oh my God. Can you please just go where I want you to? Okay, okay. Well, it's clipping slightly. I'm gonna ignore it. That's gonna drive me nuts. Dang it. Why do I have to be so picky? Alright, I'm about ready to just use the traditional OMSP because this is making me angry. No. Eh. Down. Oh, God. Hit the wrong thing. It's fine. We're oh, I'm hitting every button I'm not supposed to, but it's fine. We got this. And by we, I mean me. I got it. We got it. It's fine. I wanted it actually over here originally. Ah, I keep hitting everything. What's wrong? What is wrong with me? I'm shaking again. That's why. Ignore me. Everything's fine. It's still clipping with the dang... Whatever. It's clipping less. When the laptop is closed, it doesn't clip. Just ignore it. I like the online university, but I don't like that it doesn't show you, like, progress outside of the progress bar. Like, it doesn't tell you, like, how many hours you have left, or, like, what percent you've completed. So it's really annoying. Okay, in a little while, Melina's gonna take a break from her university and go and potty train her nephew. These puppies literally just play with each other all day long. Where's Flint? Like, all these two things do are play together. I swear. I don't even see them half the time because they're just so occupied with each other and playing with each other. Maple is honestly such a cute puppy. I love her. And Flint has really, like, fit in quite well. Although he's a lazy pup, so I'm surprised he likes to play so much because he just probably prefers to lay down all day long. Okay, you're gonna get that off for now and go and potty train your nephew. I don't think Melina realized that when she moved into her brother's place, she would be paying by being a built-in babysitter. I don't think that was her plan. Not that she minds. She's very much, although she doesn't have the trait, she very much is like a family person. They all are. Like they've all gotten along really well with each other. Although her and Ivy, I don't know. And then Alder's really close to Melina, and he was close to Della. But I think they had a falling out for some reason. If I recall correctly. Yeah, I don't know why, but the two of them had a falling out at some point. And then he doesn't really know, like he's okay with Ivy. Oh, and actually he's close to Orin too. I was gonna say he doesn't know his younger siblings as well because he's so much older than them. Like he doesn't know Emery or Sable almost at all, if at all. He knows Emery, but obviously there's not much of a relationship there. And he knows of Sable, basically, but I don't even think he's interacted with her yet. I'll have to get them to, oh no, he peed himself even though he was on the toilet. I'll have to get them to come over at some point in the main household so that he can get to know his youngest sibling. See, I still don't think he's gonna get a promotion because he hasn't done enough reporting yet. And I forgot to write the one up on his mom, and I don't know if we can now. Bless you. Okay, can you empty that? And then, oh, you're gonna do it anyways. Oh, you're not. Well, you could have done it beforehand, ma'am. Change his diaper. Oh, we're saving again. I do have pictures of their wedding though. I can turn it into a custom picture, yeah, like a custom painting picture thing. Where is their wedding? Yeah, I'll show you guys. 1 second. Not that. Can I? So, okay, hold on a second. I'm going to show you the pictures. Oh, it doesn't. 1 second. There you go. See, this is the preset that I want to be able to use again, Bex, but it doesn't work. And it makes me angry. But anyways, this is some pictures. Oh, it's like, ugh. Annoying. It doesn't want to show me. Hold on. I don't know. It doesn't want to show more than one at a time, which is really annoying. Hold on a sec. And it won't let me just like, hang on a second. No, that won't. Yeah, that would work in Sims 2, and I guess you could I think you can do that in Sims 3 too. But I don't think that it would work in I think the better way is to just get them to do. So interesting. What are you doing? Sorry, my dog is licking me. Okay, I'm just gonna open them all up and then I will show you by doing it this way. Hold on. Add. Display capture. Get down. Oh, of course it doesn't want to do that now. Here we go. All right, there we go. I got it. Okay, so this is their wedding. Here's one. It's opening with the wrong program now. I don't want it to open with that. But there they are. They're saying their vows. Exchanging their wings. Yes. Oh, it's like all blurry for some reason. I don't know why. They're so cute. Look at Alder's face. I freaking love that so much. He's so excited. And then they're cutting the cake and all their guests are there. Um so for whatever reason, I had to no, it wasn't for whatever reason, but I had to reset the town and Levi was there as well. It was just after they gave birth or she gave birth to Levi, but I had to reset town because I was getting a lot of crashing and this is the wedding venue. Um, so I had to reset the town and it canceled the family from coming to the wedding. And I was so upset by that. So I just had to like tell myself that they were there in spirit. So, yeah. Maybe I can look at it again later. But yeah, that was their wedding. All right, let's go give him a little snack. Our door is stuck open. Oh, no, it closed. Perfect. I think it's so funny that they have a maid because it's not like they have like a ton of mess to clean up often because it was only the three of them. But Alder is a neat freak. Both Melina and Alder, which is interesting enough because I don't think anyways, Alder's a neat freak and so I think he got annoyed that like things weren't spick and span all the time. So he actually wanted to hire a maid. So I think it's funny that they have a maid, which is the long story. Whereas Summer, they had a maid for a little while when the kids were little because they had so many kids and Summer just couldn't keep up with it. Kate, this kid doesn't like anything. Try some apples and cheese. Um, yeah, so they had a maid when the kids were little because Summer just couldn't keep up with the house and the farm and raising the kids at the same time. But Summer is very much like, this is my home and I'll do it kind of thing. So as soon as the kids were a little bit more independent and she felt she was able to keep up with it, she fired the maid and just deals with everything by herself now. Do you like this one or are you going to throw it on the floor too? This little butthead. Emery was the same way. He hated all of the meals, like just threw them all over the time, all over the place. All the time, all over the place is what I was trying to say. But it looks like he likes this one because he hasn't hated it yet. Some of them. Sawyer was never picky with eating. Like he liked just about everything except for vegetables. And then he turned 2. Mm, no, I think it was just when he turned 3, he started to get a little picky. And by picky, I just mean like he just started to like have an opinion of what he wanted to eat when. He still liked a lot of foods, but he just liked to have a say in what he was eating and when he was eating it. Yeah, he didn't hate that one, which is nice. He's trying to teach himself how to walk. I love that. It's so cute. All right, you are kind of hungry, so why don't you have a snack and get some yogurt? He's learning how to walk. Cute bean. I thought about taking out this mod because it feels a little bit cheaty, but the thing is it's so realistic. Like, you don't actually teach your kids how to walk. You can practice it with them, but they ultimately teach themselves how to walk and talk, honestly. You just kind of, again, you can practice it. But so that's why I've left it in, because it is very realistic that they just end up teaching themselves. Why don't you come play with Mopey Cuttlebones? I literally just got that. That would be my autism. My baby's growing up. She's gonna be 21 tonight at 12. She wants to see a supernatural. I mean, you will be soon. We can invite Hayes out or over. I don't know what to do. I don't really like Hayes too much now, but should we give him a different name? No. Oh, wait. I like to name the toys and the stuffed animals, but the thing is I like to name them something that like a toddler or a kid would name it. And Levi's still literally like 2 years old, so I don't think he would name it himself. Sawyer still doesn't really name his toys. He just like he asks me what the names are, and if I tell him to name it, it's like some made up word that doesn't make any sense at all. Okay. She wants to play tug of war. Like, I think one of the animals that he had, I was like, what do you want to name it? And he's like, this is Go-Go. Or like something very, very similar to that. And I was like, oh, okay. Like he just kind of threw some sounds together that somewhat sounded like a name. And honestly, it probably even wasn't even like Go-Go. It was just sounds. And I was like, Go-Go? And he was like, yeah. I'm like, okay, cool. See, Sawyer doesn't. Not with his animals, cause and like his stuffies. Once they have a name and he likes it, he sticks with it. And then he gets mad if you call it by something else because that's not their name. But it takes him a while to find one that he likes. Yeah, I definitely did too, but I don't like they weren't like proper names. Sawyer only gives his animals, like his stuffed animals and things, proper names if like he doesn't have an idea and then I list some names myself, then he'll choose one. But other than that, he doesn't really name his names because or name his animals because he just doesn't have Like he doesn't have the same bank of names that you and I would, obviously, because of just like experience. All right, Grace should be getting off of work, which will then free up Melina from babysitting her nephew. And since she wants to see a supernatural, I might send her to the park or something with Hayes. No promotion yet. I think probably because her mood went down and the coin flip didn't go the right way, which is, it is what it is. Right. She's gonna come home and eat. Alder's medical skills? No. He's gonna keep his job. He is not interested in medicine. His sister is, but he is not. See a game at the stadium. Okay, well. Is there a game happening today? Is that why you got that wish? The wolf family is struggling. Tomorrow at 1. Okay. Maybe she can go with her big brother tomorrow. Or at 3 after their... Oh, it's never... No, they're not gonna go tomorrow. Tomorrow is Snowflake Day. They're gonna probably stay home and celebrate Snowflake Day. Invite over like their closest friends. In the main household, which I always play first for Snowflake Day, they came to see them. Like they came into or to the island. So I guess technically I could maybe send them on a trip for Snowflake Day because I do have a mod that lets me take toddlers. But I think just having something low key at the house makes more sense, honestly. All right, let's see. We can let's invite Hayes out. Maybe go to I don't think they have any like decent bars or entertainment spots, but they have there was one that I made over. Oh, okay, yeah. So they have a couple here. We could go to Varg's Tavern. Yeah, let's go there. It's in another language because I had to download like a completely different version of Moonlight Falls for it to work. Because for whatever reason, Moonlight Falls will not load on my computer. And also, I realized back because I tried to load Riverview up and it was doing the same thing. It won't load. So I don't know why those two worlds just decided, nope, but they did. Ew, that is a horrible outfit. That is not a Grace outfit. Not even in the slightest. Although with Riverview, I think I just probably need to reinstall it. It's so annoying. Alright, Alder's back. Well, he's off of work. I'm going to send him home and then I'll swap to him quickly to get him writing his report because that is really what's holding him back the most in terms of his job. Lynn, are you... She's just dancing by herself. Hopefully she doesn't get stood up. That would give me yet another reason to not like Hayes at all. I can buy myself flowers. I can hold my hand. I said that wrong. I can talk to myself for hours. Write my name in the sand. There's Hayes. Yeah, I can take myself dancing. That's the whole reason why I sang that song, was because she was dancing by herself and ADHD. Love it. Anyways, you. Well, he can write a comic book. I should get him started to write comic books. I could totally see it. Ah. He can't write a report anymore because his mom left. Okay, well, chat with your partner. I watched this Bex, you know how we both stumble upon like all the time now, like ADHD and ADHD and autism videos now on our feeds. There was one that came up and it was like, is this really just us people with autism? And it's like, the husband is like, hey, what song is in your head right now? And she just blurts out a song, and it's like every single time she's got a song in her head. And then at the end she's like, are you telling me you don't have like a song in your head like at all times? And he's like, no. And she's like, well, what do you hear in your head then? He's like, nothing. And she just looks, and then it's just so funny. I love it. Go bowling? Why bowling? There is a bar here somewhere that has a bowling alley, but I don't really want to go bowling. You don't have songs in your head, Rachel? Oh my god, I literally have. And not like. Okay, not like all the time is it a song. Sometimes it's literally just like my own voice, like thinking of random shit. But yeah, no, Bex, I'm cool with the noise in my brain most of the time. Not all the time, but most of the time. But like the littlest things will remind me of a song, and then it's in my head for the rest of the day until something else reminds me of another song, or I hear another song that gets stuck in my head. My favorite one of that video is he's like, "What's stuck in your head today?" And she starts singing, "I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts, diddly dee." And I was like, "Oh my god, that song is in my head like every other day, I swear." And just stupid because like how often do I hear that song? Almost not at all, but it's there almost all the time. Yeah, pretty much, Bex. Like if someone was to ask me like what song are you listening to in your head right now, I could think of something very very quickly. Oh, sorry, Bex, it's going to be in your head now. Oh, Eve Kohlberg is tearing things up, and Melina's like, stop that. I don't like the mess. Do you, Rachel, do you have quiet in your brain? Like, actually? Because, like Beck said, I'm slightly jealous, but also slightly scared. Because I don't think I could get used to the quiet in my brain. Go get a drink, please. Why not? Okay, Alder called his partner. Now, he wants to write thank you cards, so let's get you to do that. And then take a shower. I don't know, Bex. A part of me, I think, would hate the silence. And then another part of me thinks that it would be nice to just not have a million things on and going on in my brain at once. Like, not have the constant need to like fill the silence with my own thoughts or songs. Oh yeah, and that's the other thing is like if there's not an actual song that's stuck in my head, I just make my thoughts into a song. And then 9 times out of 10 I sing it out loud. I think we're just so used to not having any silence that it would be scary. Girl, same. Why is there a kid in this bar? No, Rach? I feel like, yeah, like I said, like if it's not an actual song that I've heard, like you can hear on the radio or, whatever, then I turn my thoughts into a song. And like I said, most of the time I end up singing it out loud. Sawyer thinks it's hilarious, so it works. Yeah, me too, Bex. I think just because we're used to it though. Like if we weren't used to having noise in our brains all the time, then it would be normal and we wouldn't even think anything of it. That's fair, Rachel. I often will have like a video on in the background or music on in the background just to like empty my head because but I have to have something on in the background to stop the thoughts in my brain and it doesn't work all the time. Most of the time it works, but not all the time. Befriend a fairy, huh? Who are you? Wait, who? Who are you trying to compliment appearances? I don't think so, Rach. I think there's a lot of people who don't do that. Bex and I are just neuro spicy. um, yeah, I always have to be doing at least 2 things at once. Like listening to something and doing something, usually. And that's why streaming works because I'm watching what Chad is doing and watching like my stream and talking with you and playing. If anything, Rach, you're probably more quote unquote normal than the two of us. Don't use our brains as a reflection for what is normal. I don't know. It could be unusual, Rach, but like I know a lot of people who don't like typically listen to music unless they're driving. So I don't know. I don't know if that's unusual. My family is very musical, so a lot of people in my family do often have music playing in our houses. But I have friends and stuff that don't listen to music as much as like my family would. And I have like a really good friend who like, so a lot of people will only really listen to music in like vehicles, like when they're driving, because like you turn on the radio and you just kind of hang out. But I have a lot of friends who, and one of my best friends who doesn't even listen to music at that point. They prefer listening to like audiobooks or podcasts while they drive. She's gonna go flirt with this bartender, Cody Dick. Love that. Um, yeah, normal is not even normal anymore, to be fair. Is he gonna go for it? He turned her down. It's because she's buzzed. Um, so yeah. Oh, he married. You can't be flirting with a married man, and you also have your man downstairs, girl. All right. I think it's time I head back to the main house because I need to take care of the bubs. So let's give him a snuggle, and then do we attempt to feed him another meal, or do we just feed him something? Let's just feed him some goopy carbonara. And you need to do the laundry because for the third time to this sim day or second time this sim day, we have the stale laundry moodlet. I really need to figure out what's conflicting with that. Or if I have a version of the mod that I don't know, that isn't compatible with something or whatever. Are you trying to flirt with him again? Fair enough, Rach. Fair enough. To be fair, as someone who always has music in my head, I don't listen to music nearly as often as I do in my own head, if that makes any sense at all. Like, I listen to music in my own head far more often than I actually put music on in the house or like otherwise. There's Dee Dee Win. She's one of my favorite townies in this world. Maybe I should get you to be friends with her. Again, very neurospicy I am. And I'm learning that I am more neurospicy than I ever thought I was. And a lot of it has come out since having Sawyer, since becoming a parent. So, becoming a parent has made myself or my issues more apparent. Oh my god, so horrible. I'm not funny. I apologize. Oh, it's Haley Samari. Go say hi. Who signed you? Cody Dixon. Girl, he is married. Oh, Dee Dee and a child are arguing. She makes friends really fast. Did I give her that? Did I give her a trait for that? That is not what I meant to do. It's her homework trait. I don't think so. She doesn't have any charisma skills, so it's not that. And she doesn't have anything. I give my Sims the long distance friends because I don't want the family to like start hating each other because they don't see each other very often. But she somehow makes friends. Oh, the friendly trait. The Sorry, Bex. Oh, I'm a mess. Alright. Anyway, she's gonna talk to Haley a little bit more because I would like her to make some other friends that are not just Hayes and her brother and sister-in-law. And then I think we're gonna go see a movie. With Hayes for a little while. Yeah, I did. I did do that. My bad. Did he go poop poop again? Well, he did. Alright, he's also getting a little bit tired, so we're gonna put him in the crib. I don't think he'll fall asleep right away, but that is fine. And you need to move the clothes to the dryer. I'm getting a little bit of lag because I'm bouncing back and forth between lots and streaming, but it's not too bad. I might wrap up stream soon so that I can let my dogs outside and just unwind a little bit before I go and get Sawyer. We'll see. We shall see. Oh, Grace is going to help him to sleep. Cute. Alright, Alder really needs to question someone or rummage through trash cans to write a report on because that is really what's holding him back from getting promoted. Because I'm fairly certain I still do have that mod where if they don't have, I think this is where this is where Hayes lives. He's gonna go search Hayes's garbage can. That's funny. He would too because of the whole mess that happened at the party. But anyways, I'm fairly certain I still have the mod that makes it so that they won't get a promotion or are less likely to get a promotion if they don't have all of these requirements in the green. So, and then I also have it in the job overhaul settings that it's like a 50% chance that they get a promotion even with their performance bar full. So I might have increased those odds, but yeah. So it's, they really got to work for their promotions, which I like because with a longer lifespan, it's can often be way too easy to get promotions in my opinion. Okay, she's gonna go take care of her needs a little bit. Maybe, I don't feel like she needs a big meal, so I'm just gonna get her like a little salad. And I need to figure out what trait she's missing. I don't know if I have that on the family tree or not. No, I only have 4 traits listed. Oh no. Never mind. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. I think her traits got bugged up because of like the mood swing things. Oh, I'll wait until she gets out of the shower because I don't think she's supposed to be flirty. She's actually supposed to be hot-headed and what was the other one? Shoot, oh, a night owl. So I'm gonna have to fix those traits. And that makes a lot of sense because of what happened but didn't happen at the party. That's probably why she didn't turn down Nate. It's because she's got the flirty trait right now. There you go. Okay, her traits are fixed. She's got quite the array of traits, doesn't she? Did she ever get a degree? No. I should give her an honorary degree. She's done so much. I'm gonna give her an honorary degree in science and medicine because that just makes sense considering she likes science. And wait, is there a trait that goes along with the alchemy skill? You would think after all the years of playing this game, I would know. Maybe gatherer? I might do that. Or green thumb, because she has learned a lot from Summer about gardening and it works with the alchemy skill. Because I don't think that there is a trait that goes directly with the alchemy skill. What do you think? I'll leave it up to you guys for input. Should I give her the gatherer trait, which will help her like find the ingredients she needs? Or the green thumb trait? Or the loves the outdoors? All three of those would make sense because after becoming a human, after she was a vampire, I can see her just like really appreciating being outside. Gatherer? Did I say gatherer? Okay. I'll give her the gatherer trait. Oh, that makes sense. No, I knew that. Like, I knew the gatherer trait would help. Okay. I wasn't sure if you were making fun of my accent again or if you just did a typo. I wasn't sure. I knew the Supernatural fan helped, but I don't see her as being like a Supernatural fan because she literally was a vampire and then didn't want to. Sorry, yes, she's a gatherer. Actually, is she bisexual? She might be. No, she's straight. She be very straight. Oh, why did I cancel that out? Oh, I hate when I do that. I'm so used to just like clearing extra wants that I'm like that are like me that I don't really need, and then I end up clearing wants that I actually do want, which is annoying. Okay, let's go and work on our writing. Actually, don't, because your hubby's gonna come home and need to. How dull? Uh-oh. What's dull? What did I do? Or not do? Baby, what are you eating? Hey? What you chewing? Oh, bottle. Okay. I'll get you to put that away. What was dull? I can't. Oh no. Okay. Come write report on Hayes Williams. Oh, that she's straight. Gotcha, Rach. Got it. I'm slow, but I did catch on before you said anything. I think Alder's straight too. Melina's straight. I can't remember if Alder's straight or bi. Oren is bisexual, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Alder's straight. Since she's a gatherer, you never know. She might have a bi awakening. She's definitely not lesbian because she's married to a man and has only been with men. But she could have a bi awakening. You never know. I had mine very late in life, so you never know. Never know. I think I canon it that Summer is also bisexual, but like pansexual. Both her and Pierce. Yeah, she gathers the gays. Does she have any gay friends? I don't know. I really wanted to get Gia with somebody. Listen, it's late for most people who have like those type of awakenings, realizations, whatever you want to call them. I feel like I'm 60 sometimes, if that helps. Or she wants to eat at a restaurant now. Did she make friends with Haley? Oh, she did. She does really make friends quite quickly. She made friends with Claudia, who is Grace's friend. She's obviously friends with Hayes. And now she's friends with Haley, which I like. I think it's cute that she's friends with Haley because she needs some of her own friends as well. She wants to become good friends with Haley. We can work on that. I can give Haley a little makeover and she'll be very cute. How many times can I say her name? Like, honestly. Oh, girl. Aw, what are you so excited about? And why are you in your athletic wear? She's so cute. I love Mel. Like, Melina is probably... I don't know. I love all of Summer and Nate's kids. And Summer and Aiden's, technically, because Alder is Aiden's biological child. But I don't know. No, I really couldn't pick a favorite. If I had to, I think it would be Ivy. But I really love the rest of them too. Like all of them. They're just so stinking cute. Like Della Ray is stinking gorgeous. Here, I'll show you while this is saving. I'm gonna swap and I'll show you some more pictures of the family, Rach, because I know that not everybody knows all of the Sims that I'm talking about. Bex is pretty familiar with them because I spam her with them all the time. But yeah. Okay, so let me see here. Okay, so this is Summer in her Sims 3 form. Although this is like post kids Summer. So she has changed quite a bit. But I'm trying to see if I can find. Oh my gosh. Okay. So there's Summer, and then this is Alder. How stinking cute. There's baby Alder. How adorable. Okay. So that's Summer when she was younger and after like her first kid. Aiden, who is Alder's biological father, is this man here. And when I made him, I had like a whole head canon of like why they were together and how they were gonna be like this power couple. But in the end, when Summer found out that she was pregnant with Alder, it was a risky woohoo and she got pregnant. When Summer found out that she was pregnant with Alder, she told Aiden, and Aiden had a horrible reaction to it, and they ended up like having a terrible relationship. So she broke it off with him, and she ended up raising Alder by herself in the beginning. But then she met Nate, who is a sim that Bex made and is loosely inspired by Pierce. Oh, look, this is what I'm talking about right now. So she, look at her face. She told him that she was pregnant and he was pissed off and she was like, "What do you mean? This is," I love that. Okay. Anyways, so yeah, so then Bex made Nate. Here's a picture of Nate before life. Bex made him, and he's loosely inspired off of Pierce, but because I wanted to do kind of like a parallel timeline, I didn't want to make Pierce again. I wanted Summer to marry someone else. So, hence Nate. And then okay. Here is getting into older pictures that I don't want. Here's baby Melina. Yeah, really. And then after Melina, shortly after Melina, honestly, they had their second daughter. Oh no, I think I lost some of the pictures, unfortunately. When I like swapped over to my new computer, I think I lost a few of the pictures. Unless they're not in the correct order, which can also be possible. But I have a feeling I lost some of them. Yeah, it looks like it. Unfortunate. I might have to do like a deeper dig to see that. But anyways, so then shortly after Melina, we have Della. This is actually Melina aging up into a teen. And then trying to see, oh my gosh. I think that's Della. I can't tell who that is. It might be Della or Ivy. Yeah, that's true. This is Melina here. No. No, this is Della. This is Della Ray, and then this is Ivy. I'm pretty sure. I'm getting confused now because the three girls that are back to back look quite a bit alike. But here's Della Ray as a teenager. So she is their second daughter. Della is probably, out of the three girls, she's probably the best mix of Nate and Summer. She still looks so much like Summer, but I would say she has more Nate in her than, like, more obviously than Melina and Summer. Or, no, Melina and Ivy. So that's Della Ray. She's the second daughter. And then, where is Ives? So many pictures. Oh! There's Melina. She's trying to... So Melina as a teen, she was totally like... She wanted a boyfriend so badly, but she had the worst luck with boys. The worst luck. Oh! Just a casual Jones in there. Oh, that's a totally different save. Where's... Okay, I don't have like a individual picture of Ivy for some reason. Okay. This is the third daughter. This is Ivy. She, in my opinion, looks the most like Summer. But yeah. Yeah. Because remember I put them in my world? In our, it was, this is, look. Because I put them in the world in one of my legacies so that we could see them around. There's Hayes. But yeah, so Ivy, in my opinion, looks the most like her mom. And then after Ivy, it took a really long time for it to happen because I wasn't totally sure. Really? I don't know. It's possible. But I wasn't gonna have them have any more kids after Ivy. I thought or no, after Oren. And Oren, where is Oren's pictures? Where's Gia? Is this Oren? No. That's actually um a sneak peek at what Levi's gonna look like. I can't find Oren's pictures. Oh, here's Grace with her black hair. She's a natural redhead, but she went through a phase where she dyed her hair right before she had Levi, and then for her wedding, she went back to her natural color. I might dye her hair black again or brown, but we'll see. Okay, where is Oren? There's Melina and Della. Here's Oren. This is Oren as a teenager with acne on his face. Poor thing. Oren is honestly probably Summer's doppelganger just as a boy. Here's Melina. Melina's makeover as an adult. She's got acne on as well, unfortunately. There's Della. And then Della recently aged up into a young adult, so I have another picture of her somewhere where she's all aged up and absolutely stunning. Oren, I know. Oren is adorable. He's a little like golden retriever baby and I love him. Here's Della's young adult makeover. Doesn't have reshade on because I was having issues, but that's Della Ray. This is Della's boyfriend, George. They've been together since like the beginning of high school because they met each other in prom and have been together ever since. They have such a cute relationship, the two of them. And then oh, here's another picture of Ivy. I love her. Oh, here's a better picture of Ivy. There's Ivy. I think she has Nate's nose, but the rest is Summer. And then where's the baby? He's gonna be a child when I go back, so he's not really a baby anymore. Where's Emery? There's Nate and Emery, but you can't see his face. I swear I had like a close-up of what Emery looks like. You can kind of see him there. He's trying food, but you can't really see his face as well. Here's a better picture. There we go. So there's Emery. I feel like Emery honestly actually looks a lot like Nate as well, but with Summer's coloring. And then we have Sable, who just recently aged up into a toddler as well before I left the main households. But I don't think I took a picture of her in Create a Sim. No, I did. Here it is. She is. There's Sable. She just aged up. She's so cute. She's the only one of what, 6 kids? Alder, Melina, Delaray, Ivy, Oren. Thank you. Yeah. No, 7 kids. The only one of 7 kids, and Sable's the only one that got Nate's red hair. So that's all of them. I know. She turns out to be such a stunner. If you want to see a spoiler, I'll show it to you in a second. Hold on. Where is it? I just saw it. Here. Here's a spoiler. She looks so much like Nate. She has the ears as well. Like she has Summer's ears, but they're hiding in this hair. So when I actually make her over, she'll probably have hair that shows off her ears a little bit more, but she's so gorgeous. I love her. But see, this face shape is the same face shape that Melina has, and that is definitely Nate's face shape. Because Summer's is a little bit less defined in her jaw. She has a little bit more of a narrow face shape, whereas Nate has more of like a like defined jawline. I'm trying to find. Maybe not. I don't know. She doesn't look like me. What do you mean? She looks nothing like me. Maybe she. No, see, I don't know. It's hard to say. I don't know what it is. Like, she does have. Okay, she does have like a pretty pronounced jawline when I'm looking here, but I don't know if that's the same as Melina and. Maybe. No, I said she looked like Nate. Nate, not me. Okay, there. Yeah. No, you're right. So this is when Summer, after she had Alder and she put on a little bit of weight. I think what it is that the girls are a little bit like Summer, when I first made her, she's so lean. Like her character is that she's just like this very thin, lanky girl. And so in my head, that's how I see her. But this is Summer after she put on a little bit of baby weight, and she looks exactly like Melina. You're right, thanks. Like this looks like Melina, but this is Summer. Like this is Summer, and then where's Melina? This is Melina. Yeah. Okay, never mind. I take it back. Melina is literally like Summer's twin. You're right. No, you're right. You're right. You're right. I take it back. All right. Anyways, back into the game. She's just like, I think what it is Melina is because, okay, and I don't really actually like this feature too much, but because Summer put on baby weight after Alder and she didn't work it off before she had Melina, Melina inherited like a little bit of a thicker body, which I have no issue with. I think Melina is stunning with this like body shape, which is why I never like adjusted it because I think everybody is born with their own body shape anyways. But I don't like that she inherited like the thickness just because her mom was like post baby thick. You know what I mean? But maybe Nate is a little bit thicker, so that might be why. He's not anymore because he works out a lot, but he might have been a little bit thicker to begin with, and that's why. I don't know. I can't remember. But Melly is definitely like all the girls have more curves than Summer ever did. Summer was like thin, thin, thin. Post pre baby. Where is your man? I've got some. Oh, it's Gia. No, not Gia being a zombie. He's just brooding over here. What an what an interesting man he is. She is. She cute. Now I can't unsee it though, Bex. Now I just see Summer when I click on Melina. Dang it. All right, she's hungry. She wants to eat at a restaurant. So let's head to the diner and eat here with Hayes. What are these two doing? Grace is already asleep, which is surprising because she is a night owl, but I guess she was worn out. Oh, okay, hold on. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Della definitely does look more like Nate because she's got like a just a different version. So this is Melina, who is very much like Summer, just a little bit thicker, like her face is a little bit wider. And then this is Della. Della is so cute though. Like her actual self now as a young adult, like so gorgeous. I love them both, but they definitely are different. She's got Nate's chin because she's got a little bit of a cleft, which Summer does not. So that for sure comes from Nate. But I think the nose and the mouth shape are Summer. And then she's got, I think she has Nate's eye shape because Nate's eyes are a little bit wider. Thank you. This is Emery. Thank you for sending me that. He's so cute. I'm obsessed with them. I didn't realize until like Alder grew up into a young adult how much he actually looks like his bio dad though. Like he still looks a lot like Summer, but there's like significant similarities between him and Aiden that I didn't realize until after he aged up. All right. I'm gonna get him ready for bed. Hopefully our toddler doesn't wake up too early so that he can sleep. Melina and Hayes are headed to the diner for a late night dinner. Aww. I didn't think that the diner would put her in her formal wear, but this is her formal wear. Isn't it cute? Oh no, you know what? I think it's because she's, yeah, the full moon lunacy. Ivy has Nate's jawline, but her mom's chin, so that's why she's quite different. Probably. Probably. I think she's also got Summer's like original build. Like she's quite thin. So she looks, I don't know, she looks a lot like Summer still. But with her red hair, she looks so much like Nate too, because I dyed her hair red because she wanted to dye her hair, and I was like, "Hey, we're gonna make you a redhead like your daddy," and she looks so much like him now. Yeah, see, that one's hard to tell because I don't think she has sliders in either. So I think it changed her facial features a little bit. Let me see if I can find her CAS version. Yeah, here. Oh, I showed you this one, but this is, oops. This is what Ivy looks like in my game right now. But she has, so in this picture here, she has her blonde hair, like her natural blonde hair, but in game right now, she has like a strawberry blonde. It's more red. So she looks a little bit more like Nate. she's got Nate's nose shape, I think, which is a big part of why she looks a little bit different than her sisters, because her nose shape is a little bit more like Nate. And then she's I think she still has most of Summer's mouth shape, but again, she's got more of Nate's influence there too. So like a big she does have like similarities to okay, hold on. Why did it close? I don't know why that closed. 1 second. Uh-oh. My computer's being weird. It might be time for me to restart my PC and stream. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oop. Alright guys, I'm gonna have to end it there because my computer won't open any windows right now. Like at all. Like I can't open OBS or my game or anything else. So I don't even know if you can hear me right now. But I was gonna wrap up shortly anyways, so I'm just gonna restart my computer and I'll have to replay, I think, a little bit of that day, but that's okay. I'm fine with that. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me today and keeping my mind off of everything that is up in flames, and I will see if I'm up to it. I may stream tomorrow as well. I can't tell you what time. It'll totally just depend on what I'm feeling, but yeah. Stay tuned. I will post in the Discord if I'm going to go live, and I will see you then. Love you all. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Mwah.